And welcome, everyone. You're listening to iTalk 106.7 FM, the voice of the mountain. I'm your host, Janine Ford. So glad you're rolling with us this afternoon. Super happy to have an old friend back. Yeah, it seems like it's been a while. Yeah.
Glad to be here.
Lisa Greene, Navajo County Republican chairperson, and now she's back up. You were doing some work down at the state.
Yeah, just busy doing, the best that we can for our voters.
There you go.
And the state, and I am super excited to be back.
Good. Welcome back to Navajo County. Awesome. Now, we just had our primary, and we wanted to kind of start there, everything that happened and how it went and all that stuff. And we seem to have broken some records, Andy Biggs, big numbers.
That was a bit shocking for me. Just I knew that he was going to win. I just knew that based on the popularity and the energy across the state. But I did not realize how decisively he was going to win. And just right from the beginning.
Yes, and I guess he broke all kinds of records in a primary. Now, looking at the primary from top on down, we ended up with, of course, Andy Biggs for governor.
So we got, Andy Biggs. We have Alex Culloden for Secretary of State. We have Warren Peterson for Attorney General. We have actually Corporation Commission, kind of a bit of a shakeup there.
Ralph Heap.
Yeah, we do. Ralph Heap is going to be running, and Kevin Thompson for CorpCom coming in November. Kimberly Yee for Superintendent, so that was a change as well. And Elijah Norton has come out the victor in the primary for Treasurer for the state.
Yeah, so we have a pretty good group, and looking at some of the other areas too. The kicker from the Cardinals, Finley.
Correct. Jay Feely.
Yes, he's going to run. We've got Mark
Sheriff Lamb.
Yes, Sheriff Lamb. So a lot of good people in the pot, and it's a pretty strong outcome, it looks, overall. So how did we fare here in Navajo County?
So Navajo County, we had a couple of things on the ballot. We absolutely had to decide our candidates for LD7 because we had a contested primary there. So we have Walt Blackman and David Cook, both former legislators, so they're going to hit the ground running right away, right? They know how to get busy from the get-go.
Hopefully you see some big things from them this time.
Well, and that's up to us to say, these are our priorities, right?
Right.
Insurance costs up here are ridiculous, and we need to make sure that homeowners have options up in the White Mountains.
Some protections from wind turbines and solar fields. Yes.
100%. Yes. Yeah. So we live here for a reason. We want to maintain the beautiful rural character of the mountains, and we don't want a bunch of wind turbines.
Well, we also want to be careful of all those chemicals. There's been some stuff that's come to light on a lot of the giant solar fields, the lead and the cadmium and all of these, huge amounts of chemicals. And do we have this fire suppression sufficient? We're waiting on all these answers.
Yes.
So these are big things to be answered. So hopefully Walt Blackman and David Cook can also address some of those things.
Well, and those will be expectations that we have going forward. And it's up to us, right? Voting doesn't end on Election Day. So it's critical that everybody gets out, they have their say, and you cast your vote. And then you say, I voted for you, and I expect this now.
Yes, exactly. And I know that, when you talk about Congressman Andy Biggs, he's talked about some great things to straighten out our state. And oh my goodness, that would be incredible. And Katie Hobbs, let's just stop there for a second. I just want to, I just don't get it. I still scratch my head. She just seems like she's not running her own show. There's somebody else running it for her. She just seems... And she has constantly refused to debate. Even the liberal media has come out and said, she should debate Biggs now. She had all these excuses for Carrie Lake because Carrie Lake was kind of emotional and loud and just ruffled her feathers a little or something. I don't know.
Didn't she hide in a bathroom?
I don't know. Yeah, she hid.
She hid in a bathroom.
But the one guy pointed out, he goes, Biggs is not that guy.
Nope.
Biggs is very cerebral. He's sharp. He's not going to, not the emotional type. So let's see a debate.
And wouldn't that be great to see them on a stage side by side and really be able to make a good comparison, right?
Oh yeah, we know what it's going to look like. That's why, as Republicans, we want to see it.
Yes, and get out the popcorn.
Yes, and start laughing. I'm just kidding. That's so sad.
We wouldn't laugh.
We wouldn't laugh. We'd hold it back. Yeah, we'd hold it back.
The really great thing about Congressman Biggs, now, Governor candidate Biggs, is that he is positive. He is going to stay on that positive message. He has a heart for the state of Arizona. He has served in the state legislature. He has, in Congress, so he's been fighting for us in Congress. And he's just a good person.
Yes, he really is. I've known him for years and years and years, he and his wife, and they are the sweetest people ever. And he's going to make a huge difference in Arizona. But let's get down to it. The big thing is that we all need to show up and vote in November.
Well, and I think across the state, we were at about 26% voter turnout. So for anybody that ends up upset about how things are going, did you vote? That's my first question. And I don't really forgive if people didn't get out. It's one day. And it's not even one day. It's like 29 days of early voting. And you can get a ballot in the mail to you. And you can drive it and put it in a drop box. And if you're not comfortable with that, you could go vote at the recorder's office.
There's so many ways.
Yes. And we at the Navajo County Republican Committee have really tried to facilitate that knowledge to people, and we are available with questions. I get emails from people. They go to our website, Navajo.Republican. They go to our website and they'll ask a question on the website, and I'm the one that's checking that email. So I work really hard to respond quickly, because if people want help, that's why we're here. And we had some really good things happen up here in 2024, but if we don't stay engaged, and it is our civic duty, and we do create the society that we want. That's the bottom line.
Yes, and we really need to work hard at that. And so many of us have learned so many hard lessons from the top all the way down, like letting our state go purple, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's been really tragic. The amount of money lost and just wasted and thrown to the wind is horrifying.
Well, and when you look at Hobbs and her policies, why do Americans seem to come last with the Democrats overall? Like, I would even say Democrats and the Democrat Party don't really like America much.
No, that's why they want to become socialists and communists. And, I mean, it's getting scarier and scarier by the minute.
But part of the reason that some of those candidates get into office is because of low turnout. So if you don't make the time to vote, so November 3rd is the general election. The primary is just as important as the vote when we vote for a presidential candidate, right?
Yes.
This year is just as important. This is going to guide the future of our state, and it will have the most impact on us in our own backyard. So no excuses, people.
Yeah, no excuses. And then, we need to stay at this, because we've seen what's happened even, at our corporation commission. That's why I'm so excited about Ralph Heath being in there to kind of stir it up a little bit, because these rate increases are just insane, and they seem to, so many of them. You look at Chris Mays. She used to be with the corporation commission, okay? She was totally backed by big energy, and she is such a shill. She is so bad. And, we have to turn these tides. Some people can be labeled as Republicans, but they are not.
Exactly.
They've sold out. They've sold out. So we have to be really careful. And it comes from our board of supervisors all the way up.
All the way down.
Yes, all the way down. And our local is very, very important, because that's where you can be, sold out the fastest sometimes, unfortunately.
Well, and I think a robust competition is good.
It's very good.
You had kind of a robust election down there in Pine Top Lakeside for mayor, and that kind of interaction, it sharpens each other, sharpens steel, I guess, steel against steel. So you have to really think, and you have to start investing in where you're headed, and is it a positive direction for the community, and those kinds of things, right?
And Tabor got in for that mayor race, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so that's the thing, is that we have to all be paying attention, from our school boards all the way through. Now, I also want to ask you at this point, when we're talking about getting ready for November, maybe you missed registering to vote.
Sure, yes.
For the primaries. Now we need to get you registered for November, right?
Right. And if I could say too, Janine, anytime somebody moves within the state of Arizona, they need to update their registration. It does not update for you. It does not follow you. So if you've moved from Maricopa County to our beautiful White Mountains, you need to go and re-register, update that registration. You can go, if you're not quite sure how you're registered, by party or the address that you have, at my.arizona.vote. You can go into the Department of Vehicles, the Motor Vehicle Department here, and update your registration. I'm far less excited about that. You can contact the Navajo County Republican Committee, navajo.republican.
There you go. Give us those two websites again.
So it would be my.arizona.vote to verify, so you can see exactly where you're standing as far as your voter registration right now. And then navajo.republican, and go in there and send us a contact and just say, I'm not sure how to fix this, change this, update this, and we will come and help you change your registration.
There we go. To get it all so it's lined out properly.
Yes, because if you have moved from the valley, if your voter registration does not match your driver's license, then they're not going to allow you to vote when you walk in. You will have to fill out a provisional ballot, and then they're going to take that provisional back to the county and verify whether or not that was a legitimate vote that should count.
Right. And let's not forget about our young people. If you have somebody that's turning 18, you said even
if
Voter
November,
Day.
yeah,
November.
if their birthday is November 3rd, get them registered, and they will be able to vote on their birthday. What a fun thing.
That's really cool, so that we get them involved. Okay, so we're getting ready for the generals, and we're going to try to get everybody to turn out, because this is so important to get this ship,
Yes, because we have some socialist candidates, Democrat Socialists of America, that are actually...
Do we have Socialists of America candidates in Arizona?
I'm not saying that. But in other locations where those socialist candidates have won, in large part it's because of low turnout. So the person that shows up to vote gets to decide the direction. You can be a registered Republican, but if you don't get out and have your say, it doesn't matter.
It's very scary.
No.
And so many of these Democrat candidates, I know there was somebody that ran against, the one Shaw or whatever, he ran against in the primary.
Marlene Galan.
Marlene did not win.
No, she did not.
And I got to tell you, secretly, very happy about that one. I knew her back in the day when we were doing news, and very happy about that one,
Well, and interesting, the Democrat Party, the machine, whatever, she was the one they were supporting, and she did not win. So they're not indestructible. They're not,
they're really a mess.
They can
right
be
now.
beat.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
And something that's kind of interesting is they were such a mess in 2025 that the Navajo County Democrat Committee federalized, and now that's where the Democrat money is going. So in Navajo County, the Democrats have over $2 million in the bank right now, because that is for spending all across the state. So we need to lift our heads in our backyard and decide, what do we want? Do we want boys and girls sports? Of course not. Of course not.
No.
Interesting. Elon Musk was just interviewed. And I don't care if you like him or not, but he made a comment and said, my policies are not far right. My policies are normal.
Yeah,
my policies are common sense. So we have swung, the media, the talking points have swung so far to the left that it's not even real. Like, it's opposite world. Right? We're going to pretend
That's
these
the sad
things.
part. They're whacked.
They are. They are.
And I really feel like there's a lot of us that say this all the time. So many people say, we need unity. We need to join together. We need to come together. But a lot of us are saying, I can't be together with you. Those, on the other side. They become so far whacked that I just don't see it. It's not good. It's just...
Janine, suicidal empathy is a thing. And if people don't understand what suicidal empathy is, right, we're dying to be kind. No, we do not owe anybody but ourselves and our family to work hard and do the best we can. And it's up to everybody to get out and work for what they want and what they want to achieve and have and to give to their children. We are literally pretending in this country that we don't notice things. We don't
that we're
see
so
those
kind.
things.
We don't notice, and they can, yell at you and tell you, "Oh, you're an Islamophobe or whatever," And
no.
some people are standing up right now and holding their arm up and going, "Yes, I am a proud Islamophobe." They're standing there because it's gone so far. It's skewed so strangely.
Well, and if you watch them on video, they're talking about they're here to take advantage of our system and to take over. So
and when they say some of the liberal white women are reading this, it makes me laugh because if they look into Sharia law, they look into any of that. The white liberal women, it's just hilarious to me. It's just
it won't be friendly.
And it's not hilarious.
It's not going to work out well for them.
No, it's not.
And you can't, what is it? It's virtue signaling. We have become a culture where you are either a victim or you are an oppressor. And people are so afraid of being labeled oppressor that they figure out a reason to be a victim, whether they are or not. And so a white liberal woman, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but that it is not good. We have got to stand up. We need to empower our people with knowledge. We need to stop listening to CNN, right? And I don't even watch Fox News anymore. I get my news from the internet. There are specific sites that I go to, but anybody that's telling you anything specific, you need to ask yourself why. What's their motivation?
Yeah, exactly. What's their motivation? And we need to clean up Arizona badly. And
yes.
We need to get back to, and you know what? If you're say you're a moderate, you're an independent. I always tell people too. I worry that our ship is sinking on this left-hand side so badly.
Right.
Just run over to the right and make it right in the middle, balanced.
Yes.
We need to come to balance, and that's really why we need to get.
Well. And I would challenge any Republican who is like, well, but Trump did this that I didn't like, and so did that. Really? So are you willing to give up the future of this country because you didn't like a tweet?
Yeah, exactly. Trump derangement syndrome.
Yep.
And that's the sad part. Just listen to people like Marco Rubio, J.D. Vance. Marco Rubio is just a big hero for me.
He is
amazing.
Impressive.
He is amazing.
Very impressive.
And look at all those underpinnings, how deep our bench is. Trump is going to be gone. He'll be out. But the bench and all the things going on, they're really... and yes, our economy can get better. We got to get this Iran thing over with, but it's been very important. Yeah.
But it's been brewing for like 50 years.
And nobody was taking care of anything. No. Have you noticed Trump? Every week he is doing something large.
Amazing.
And that's one thing, the expectation, even our local government now and stuff, my expectations are so much higher.
Yes.
Because it's kind of like, and you watch, Eli Crane has been very active.
Yes,
he is
I appreciate
out there.
Congressman Crane very much.
He is pounding the pavement, doing a really good job. And now our expectations, you look at the next president comes in, we're not going to put up with a sleepy Biden ever again.
Yes, agreed. Yeah. We are allowed to have hope about the future of this country, about the future of Navajo County and the state of Arizona, right? Yes. We are allowed to love where we live. We are allowed to work hard for the future of our families.
Yes.
We are allowed to have hope and be positive and move forward in a positive way.
Exactly. And have our voices heard. So guys, get out. Make sure you are registered to vote for November, and we need to keep pounding this drum as loudly as we can.
We do. And if I could say also, within the Republican committee, we always need poll workers. We always need poll observers, and worker is through the county. It's paid. Observer is volunteer, and they're credentialed by me. And we need eyes on every place. We need people in there. I know it's early. Polls open at 6, close at 7. It's an incredibly long day. It's the ability to serve your country in a small way. So Navajo.Republican.
Navajo.Republican, everybody, right there. Lisa Greene, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We so appreciate you. All right, everybody, keep it right here. You are listening to iTalk 106.7 FM, the voice of the mountain.